Peace and love to humanity and the conscious community. It's Sunny Sharma back with another video. This video will be about why the Lord of the world, Gautama Buddha, is the greatest teacher in history. And there are many reasons for this. Just to give you a little background about my familiarity with Buddhism, I've learned. Maybe not learned, but I've been situated. I've been around a Buddhist teacher who's given lessons every Sunday since 2017, on and off. So I've been around a Buddhist teacher who's very good, very well versed, and very conscious, very compassionate man. And he has taught me a lot about Buddhist philosophy, and kind of maybe not necessarily the philosophy, but the perspective. And what is it that Lord Buddha taught? And Lord Buddha taught us about perspective. And more importantly, he taught us about the importance of having the right perception and clarity. Clarity is probably the most important word used to describe what Lord Buddha wanted to bring. Because with the right clarity, if you're able to see things the way they are, this is the central teaching of this is called having the right view. So I kind of found the word, exploring the etymology a little bit, but having the right view is what Lord Buddha taught. And with the right view is how you avoid suffering. So this is what Lord Buddha taught. And so why is Lord Buddha the greatest teacher of all time? He's the greatest teacher of all time because he set the foundation for Jesus Christ, who later came about in around the turn of the millennia, 0 BC or whatever, I forget the exact date, but Lord Buddha set the foundation for Jesus Christ. And in many ways, Jesus Christ, one of his greatest teachers was Lord Buddha. Lord Buddha was, in many ways, Jesus could be considered maybe potentially a Buddhist monk. In my opinion, I believe Jesus was a Buddhist monk, although Jesus knew other disciplines as well, including Western and Eastern traditions, but in large part he was influenced by Buddhism, and he even stayed in India where the Lord Buddha had given his sermons for around 5 to 6 years, if that is to be correct. And why else is Lord Buddha so important? Lord Buddha is such a great teacher because the congregation and following he has developed are some of the most conscious people on the planet. This is without a doubt. There are many churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, and other institutions and non-institutions which have developed a very strong following of people and very conscious individuals. But without a doubt, the Buddhists are probably the most socially conscious and stern followers of social justice of any of these movements. That is my opinion, and it could be contested. There are other very conscious movements as well. And what else about Lord Buddha? Let's see. Lord Buddha is also very important because he united many philosophies and strands of Indian thought during a time when there were too many schools of yoga, and he united many of these schools of yoga under their branches and disciplines, and he promulgated and spoke about these disciplines under a more united front. India during the time of Buddha's development was a place where there were hundreds of schools of thought, and Lord Buddha was one of the many saints, and probably the most important, who united many of these systems. And without this, there would be no Swami Vivekananda, who could talk about the Raja Yoga, the Karma Yoga, the Bhakti Yoga, and the other yoga. I forget the last one, but Swami Vivekananda was able to unify these yogas in his teachings in the 20th century for many Americans and Indians and people around the world. And this could not have been possible if Lord Buddha had not united many of these schools of thoughts when he was preaching. Let me see, is there anything else? I wish I could talk more about this, but I'm not too familiar with the exact history of Buddhism. Let me see what else. Let me see what else I got. Well, that's all I got. So Lord Buddha was a very significant teacher during his time period, and he's not only setting the foundation for Jesus Christ, but he's setting the foundation for the next world teacher to come, who will really be Maitreya. But anyways, he will be the next world teacher to come, and Lord Buddha has set the foundation for this teacher. So that's all I got. So I thank you for listening, and I invite you to learn the Four Noble Truths, the Eightfold Path, and to really, if you're having stress, difficulty, suffering in your life, try to get nearer to Buddhist teachers who can help give you certain techniques to help you on this. Because I'll share something personal before I close. I personally was going through a very stressful time when I found this Buddhist teacher, and going to these meditations and these Dharma talks had helped me tremendously in my serenity and in keeping me sane during this time period. So if you're going through stress, try to find someone who could help you, and a Buddhist practitioner can be one of those people, because the methods of the Buddha were very effective. Okay, so I thank you for listening. Thank you. Peace, love, brotherhood, and justice. Bye.